Good Wednesday, everybody. It's the end of an era at Elysian Fields High School. Carl Reed joins me next to talk about the business of basketball and then the business of retirement. That's next on today's East Texas Sports Beat. Visiting now with basketball coach Carl Reed. He's retiring as the head coach of the girls basketball team at Elysian Fields. And Coach Reed, first of all, you've been in this business of coaching for quite some time. You've been named Coach of the Year 5 times in the state of Texas, several times in Arkansas, and also in Louisiana. So throughout the South, you've got a lot of experience and a lot of time put in coaching basketball. Kind of talk about your journey through all those years.
Well, I've been very fortunate to be in the right place at the right time, so to speak. Started out in Louisiana coaching and had some teams that had one team that got third in the state one year, and I went to Arkansas and I took over a girls program. We were fortunate to win 3 state championships in a row, and it was just a lot of fun. And then I came from there actually to Elysian Fields in 1977 as the girls coach, and stayed only 1 year because I was offered a chance to coach out in West Texas at the same school where I had graduated as a student. So I took that job. And it's just been I've just been in a lot of places that's just happened to be at the right place at the right time with a lot of talent. My favorite job has been Elysian Fields. I've been back this second time for 8 years, and it's just been it's not even a work. It's fun just to go there. And I finally decided, I'm going to be 70 years old this year, and it's time for me to move over and let somebody younger with some new ideas try it.
Coach, this last season, you and your Lady Jackets, I think, had the best record or the best season that they've ever had there at that program, or at least for as long as most can remember. So you're going to kind of leave, out on top, so to speak. You're not winning a state championship, but you finish 27-4 and a perfect district record at 10-0. So you get a district championship and also a by-district championship. Kind of talk about this last season and leaving on those terms.
Well, it was a great season, and the kids worked really hard. They deserve the credit. And what was unique about the season is we only had one senior. The rest of them are underclassmen. We had 2 great freshmen that came up and helped us. And these kids are going to be great for several years to come. And we've got 7th and 8th graders coming up. They're great. But this particular team meant a lot to me because they wanted it so bad. They worked so hard, and they wanted to go 10-0 in district, and last year we were able to go 9-1. We were upset in the last game, and so that bothered them. They wanted to be undefeated district champions, and they were able to do that. And I think it's just a tribute to them because they really have the mindset that when they go on the floor, they can beat anybody and on a given night.
Coach, you've got an overall record of 482 wins against 140 losses. Now, I'm sure folks made you aware of this, that you're 18 wins away from the 500 win mark, which is a huge, huge accomplishment. Not to say that 482 is anything to sneeze at. Has anybody tried to convince you to come back and get 18 wins and get to the 500 win mark, Coach, before retiring?
Yes, they have, but, it's really never been about numbers for me. And in other words, I've probably already won more games than I deserve to win. But it's more about what how I feel. I feel great physically. I feel like I could coach another 5 years as far as that goes. But I also feel like that it's time for somebody else to try with some new ideas, and these kids can go even farther than they have with me. And there's been some opportunities, but I just feel like that, and I've been very fortunate in that respect, but I just feel like it's time, and I feel comfortable with it. I prayed about it. I just feel like it's the right time, and being short of the 500 mark, it really doesn't bother me that much. I really haven't thought much about it. In fact, until someone told me, I wasn't aware that I had that many wins until they figured it up. So I don't usually keep up with that much. To me, it's more about the kids and what they're accomplishing.
Coach, you won 168 of those games while at Elysian Fields. What is most special about Elysian Fields? What has been most special to you about your time coaching there in Elysian Fields?
I think 2 things. First of all, the relationship with the kids. I've got my ex-players, when they graduate, they come back to see me. They keep up with me. They send me messages, and to me that means a lot, because once they've graduated, they don't have to do that. And I think to me that's a blessing to have kids that once played for me that still want to have something to do with me and still want to keep up with me. And the second thing would be the parents at Elysian Field. These parents are the best I've ever seen. They support everything. They not only encourage their daughters, they encourage me, and it's been we just not had problems. The parents support them, and it doesn't make a difference whether we're winning or losing or what happens in a game. It's just a positive influence, and one of the reasons these girls are so good, and the reason that they work so hard, is because they have the kind of parents they have. So I think those two things are special to me: the parents and the kids and their relationships.
Coach, finally, I'll ask you this. You mentioned the youth of this basketball team that you coached this last season, which means that whoever takes over this program will be taking over a really good program. So you've left somebody's program that they're taking over in very good hands in terms of what you were able to kind of build, mold, and create there. What should folks expect from the Lady Jackets going forward without you at the helm? And I know certainly that you'll be paying attention down the road, but what should folks expect this next season?
Well, I think they're going to be, and I told the girls when I met with them to tell them that I was retiring, they're going to be better next year than they were this year. They're going to be, the school is going to do everything they can to get a top coach. They're interviewing right now in the process. And I think these kids have got the talent to go all the way. They've got the talent to win a state championship, and that's something that you'll never forget in your lifetime if you're able to accomplish something like that. And I think they've got that type of ability. And I think that when they get a new coach in here, that I'm looking forward to going to see them play. I think it'll be great. I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be a team that's going to be very hard to beat next year. And I think they may even eclipse certainly the playoff record that we've done. I think they'll go deeper, and I think they have a chance to go all the way to San Antonio, which is, the ultimate goal anyway.
He's Coach Carl Reed. He's retiring after 20 years in the coaching business of basketball, molding young minds and certainly young players. He is a 10-time Coach of the Year. He'll finish his career with an overall record of 482 wins against 140 losses and 3 state championships. Certainly a legacy that'll be tough to match. Coach, we thank you so much for your time. We thank you for all that you've done there at Elysian Fields, and we certainly look forward to great things as you move on into retirement. So, Coach, thanks for visiting with us. Congratulations on all your accomplishments, and we certainly appreciate everything you've done. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
On Monday of this week, NFL great Peyton Manning said goodbye to the NFL after 18 years. During his press conference, he said, 18 years. 18 is a pretty good number. For the great Carl Reed, his coaching career comes to an end after 20 years. 20 years. That's a pretty good number. Countless lives touched and countless memories made. We'll miss you, Coach, and congratulations once again. There you have it. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. With your East Texas Sports Beat, I'm Jamie Horton.